Hello, Namaskar, Vanakkam. Welcome to Geography 100 Marks Bahubali Test. Now, this MCQ test will help you test yourself before the examination. Also, it will help you in revising many of the topics, just like our earlier test for history civics did, going by the reactions, because even when students got many questions wrong, at least it helped them understand the concept better, because I go more as a mentor than a typical books में से निकाल के facts को डाला kind of a teacher. My style of teaching is very different. So the first 10, so there are 10 questions from each chapter, and the last one is something special. Wait for that. It's not wise to schedule cricket matches in dash during November and December because of the retreating monsoon. This is my typical kind of question. Okay, so because I am a cricket lover, so in which city? Pune, Mumbai, Chennai, Ahmedabad. And these are the kind of questions, if I was setting the paper, I would give it, right? To make it relevant to what is the world around you, and then you kind of think for a moment. So cricket matches क्यों? ताकि बारिश हो जाएगी तो वॉश आउट हो जाएगा. तो किस सिटी में, in which city will you not schedule a match in the months of November and December? Pune, Mumbai, Chennai or Ahmedabad? Because it will be Chennai, because that's where the Coromandel coast gets monsoon during these 2 months, October, November, December. So correct answer is Chennai. Kochi is warmer than Mumbai because of this reason. Kochi is located closer to the equator. Mumbai receives more rainfall than Kochi. Kochi experiences continental climate, or is it because Mumbai is at a higher altitude compared to Kochi, which is in the central part of Kerala? Now, this is again a reasoning question which can also come as an MCQ or the other way around. Either way, you need to do it. My sense is that out of the MCQs, you will get at least 2 or maybe 3, which may be more reasoning question based MCQs. Okay, which is why we included them in this thing. So the correct answer is the A option. Kanyakumari experiences equable climate because it is located near the equator. It is surrounded by Arabian Sea, Indian Ocean, Bay of Bengal, moderating its climate. Okay, equable ka matlab you should be aware of in the climate chapter. It is at a higher altitude, or is it receives rainfall throughout the year? The correct option is option B. Which of the following factors does not influence the climate of India? Is it the soil type, the ocean currents? See, ocean current से होगा, altitude से होगा, latitude से होगा. Soil से climate पर influence नहीं पड़ेगा. So the correct option is D. The El Nino phenomena affects the Indian monsoon by increasing rainfall, delaying the onset of monsoon, bringing snowfall to North India, or does it cause cyclones? The correct option is option B. The Himalayan mountains act as a climate barrier by blocking cold winds from Central Asia, allowing hot desert winds to enter India, preventing rainfall in Northeast India, or by reducing the impact of the monsoon winds. The correct answer is option A, blocking cold winds from Central Asia. The annual rainfall in Rajasthan is less than 25 centimeters because it is located in the, ये PYQs में भी एक similar था, not exactly the same, but obviously on a similar concept. It is located on the windward side of the Aravalli Hills. The Aravalli Hills run parallel to the monsoon winds, failing to block them. It is surrounded by water bodies, or it receives heavy rainfall only during the winter season. The correct option is option B. मैंने बताया था ना, it is parallel to the monsoon winds. Option B. Mangaluru is cooler than Delhi. So you see, all of them are reasoning questions. Okay, so climate में तो expect that. Mangaluru is cooler than Delhi. Climate के जितने भी एक तो data numericals वाले questions prepare करो, उसका video हमारे इस पे है. The second thing you need to prepare is the reasoning questions. Soil में, climate में, in fact now in transport, you can ask some kind of this thing in waste management also. Basically anything which is a why and a how question. Mangaluru is cooler than Delhi in summer because Mangaluru is on the, इसीलिए आपको geography मालूम, Mangaluru कहाँ पे मत सोचते रहना. Mangaluru is on the Karnataka coast, beautiful city. वहाँ पे एक आइसक्रीम मिलता है Mangaluru में. It's called गड़बड़. It's a mixed fruit kind of an ice cream, lovely taste. गड़बड़ बोलते हैं उसको. So Mangaluru is cooler than Delhi in summer because आप में से कई आगे जाके मणिपाल जाएंगे. मणिपाल is closer, about 90 minutes from Mangaluru. Mangaluru is at a higher altitude than Delhi. Delhi is closer to the equator than Mangaluru. Mangaluru is located near the sea, which moderates its temperature. Or is it because Delhi receives more rainfall in summer compared to Mangaluru? The correct option is option C. The western disturbance bring rainfall to which region of India? Is it the Western Ghats, Punjab, Haryana, coastal Andhra Pradesh, or Tamil Nadu? So the western disturbance. Okay, now usko lekar ye Western Ghats mat likh dena because you will get confused. So the correct answer is option B, Punjab and Haryana. Central Maharashtra receives less rainfall than coastal areas of Maharashtra because it lies on the windward side. Now, central Maharashtra, which is the beach ka region, the Vidarbha kind of region, as compared to Mumbai, which is there on the seashore, it receives less rainfall than coastal areas of Maharashtra because it lies on the windward side of the Western Ghats. It's located at a higher altitude. It lies in the rain shadow region of the Western Ghats. Or is it because it is very far from the Arabian Sea? Mumbai is there, Pune is there, but as you go inwards into Maharashtra, those areas get lesser rainfall in comparison. The correct option is C because it is in the rain shadow area. Iska answer मैंने दिया है यहाँ पे. Explanation. During the southwest monsoon, the Western Ghats obstruct the moisture-laden winds, causing heavy rainfall on the windward side. However, central Maharashtra, which is essentially the Deccan Plateau, central Maharashtra, Telangana, these are all the Deccan Plateau, parts of Karnataka also, falls on the leeward side, receiving much less rainfall as the winds lose most of their moisture. Now let's come to the natural vegetation chapter, जो मुझे बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं. Which of the following is not? मुझे पसंद नहीं है करके तुम तैयारी मत करना, तुमको तैयारी करना है, तुमको मार्क्स चाहिए. Okay. Which of the following is not a characteristic of tropical deciduous forests? Trees shed their leaves in the dry season, found in areas receiving 100 to 200 centimeter of rainfall, consists mainly of conifers. So since it is not a characteristic की बात हो रही है, option C is the one which is not a characteristic. Which region in India is known for its montane forests? Western Ghats, Thar Desert, Sundarbans Delta, or Punjab Plains? Option Western Ghats. Which of the following forest is also known as the monsoon forest? Tropical evergreen, tropical deciduous, mangrove forest, or montane forest? The correct answer is tropical deciduous forest. Which of the following trees is commonly found in desert vegetation? Desert vegetation, jahan pe, you will have more of thorns. That's something which you need because you will not have lush green leaves. Is it pine, sundari, babul, or sal? तो इसमें आपको मालूम होना चाहिए हर ट्री के बारे में कि वो किस तरह का ट्री है. What is the characteristic of that tree? And accordingly, you will know which is grown in desert. The correct answer is option C, babul. Which of the following is used to make piano keys? Ebony, sal, deodar, or mahogany? The correct answer is ebony. ये मुझे मालूम है because we have a piano at home. Teju used to learn piano. She has learned it from the Trinity College in London. I mean Trinity मतलब लंदन नहीं गई. यहाँ से you can get you can do a course which is affiliated to the Trinity College. Trees in littoral forests grow aerial roots, anyway, let's not get into the cost of that. They need extra support due to strong winds. The soil is waterlogged and lacks sufficient oxygen. They absorb moisture from the air. They grow in rocky terrain with poor soil. So they grow aerial roots because of what reason? The correct answer is option B. The trees in tropical evergreen forests shed their leaves seasonally, have shallow roots due to this thing, appear green throughout the year. That is the correct answer. Iska reason hai, the trees do not shed leaves at the same time. So, सभी trees एक ही time पर अपने leaves को shed नहीं करते हैं. So, overall impact is that the particular forest area looks green throughout the year. Because at some time or the other, some other trees will not have shed their leaves. The long roots and sharp thorns in the thorn and scrub forest help them in the following ways. Identify the incorrect option. Long roots help in reaching deep underground water sources. Thorns help in reducing water loss by minimizing transpiration. Thorns protect plants from being eaten by herbivores. And long roots help in absorbing moisture directly from this is the incorrect option. Trees in tropical desert forests have stunt. Incorrect option ही पूछा ना? Yeah. Trees in tropical desert forests have stunted growth because soil is extremely fertile. There is non-availability of water due to low rainfall. Last question, which of the following trees has no medicinal value? Neem, cinchona, sal, eucalyptus. So eucalyptus का oil डालते हैं, नीम का तो मालूम है, तो it is between cinchona and sal, which is why you need to know many examples and what are the uses. Okay, वो एक पूरा टेबल आपकी सभी बुक्स में होगा, उसको पढ़ लेना, because that is something important, because you can get these kind of questions. So इसमें C is the correct option. Let's move to, it's not done in order, so we are going to the mineral and energy resources chapter next. Petroleum is called a fossil fuel because it is derived from decomposition of organic matter under tremendous heat and pressure. This is the basic definition. Petroleum को क्यों बोलते हैं, right? So this is a reasoning question also. This is also a because question or a basic definition also. Okay. Which type of solar technology is used to convert sunlight directly into electricity? The correct answer is B, photovoltaic cells. Which of the following, see, I don't believe in bekar ka idhar udhar ka baat, ye karo, paper leak kar dunga and all that kind of nonsense. I believe in going straight to the topic and finishing off. Your time is precious, my time is equally precious. So no bakwas, seedhi baat karenge. Okay, which of the following is a major concern regarding nuclear energy? High fuel efficiency, minimal land requirement, safe disposal of radioactive waste, its ability to generate electricity continuously. So what is a major concern? The major concern is C, the safe disposal of radioactive waste. Which coal is best suited for industrial purpose? Peat, lignite, bituminous or anthracite? Now, इसमें एक particular point है which you need to know. The answer is C, because it has a high carbon content of 60 to 80%. However, इसमें गौर करने वाली बात यह है that anthracite has higher carbon content than 60 to 80% also, but it is hard and available in limited quantity, so it is not used. So इस particular caveat को याद रखना that depending on the nature of the question. यहाँ पे तो सीधा ये था कि किसको यूज करते हैं इंडस्ट्रियल यूज में, बेस्ट सुटेड में यू कैन से दैट हाँ एंथ्रासाइट में कोल ज्यादा, कार्बन कंटेंट ज्यादा है, लेकिन अवेलेबल भी तो होना चाहिए ना. It should also be easy to use, which it is not, which is why option C, the bituminous coal is used. Which of the following is not a form of clean energy? Solar power, very clean energy. Wind energy, very clean energy. Thermal power from coal is not clean energy. Hydroelectric power is clean energy. So which is not? So option C. Coal is called a versatile mineral because it is used only for domestic cooking? No, that cannot be the reason. It has limited industrial applications? No, it is used in multiple industries. Versatile का मतलब मालूम है ना? That is like an all-rounder. Batting भी कर सकता है, bowling भी कर सकता है, अच्छा fielder भी है. लेकिन जैसे पहले युवराज सिंह था, अभी to an extent हार्दिक पांड्या है, रविंदर जडेजा है, right? So it is used in multiple industries for fuel and raw material. It is found only in one type of rock formation. So the correct option is option C. What is the name of the gas mixed with LPG that gives a foul smell at the time of leakage? Now this I found to be quite a favorite question, at least as far as the pre-board papers are concerned, even in the past. The correct answer is option C. ये तो वैसे भी GK के लिए आपको मालूम होना चाहिए. Petroleum is called liquid gold because it is yellow in color like gold. It's a precious and highly valuable resource. The correct option is 8th ka B. Dash gas is produced in biogas plants: oxygen, hydrogen, methane, carbon dioxide, methane. The last question of this chapter: India's location is advantageous for the generation of solar power. This is something which our Prime Minister always talks about, that India, because of its climate, can be a leader in the world as far as solar energy is concerned. It lies in the tropical and subtropical zones with abundant sunlight, right? So that is the big advantage of India's geographical location, option B. Let's move to soil resources. Of the following options, alluvial soil in South India is like to be formed by river Kosi, Ganga, Krishna और ब्रह्मपुत्र. ना इसमें वही है ना, आपको मालूम होना चाहिए, ब्रह्मपुत्र तो नॉर्थ ईस्ट में है, कोसी बिहार में है, गंगा लार्जली यूपी में है. आई मीन ऑफ कोर्स इट फ्लोज आगे, और उसके पहले भी गंगा गंगोत्री से निकलती है उत्तराखंड से एंड कम्स टू थ्रू उत्तर प्रदेश वगैरह से नीचे गोज इनटू Bengal. But none of them are in the south. The only southern river mentioned in the 4 options is river Krishna. When trees are, which is why it's necessary for you to know the geographical location. When trees are planted in rows to create shelters along sand dunes, मेरे बिल्कुल सामने मैप लगा हुआ है. That is why I'm saying an India map is absolutely essential. It's not even very expensive. It's just 110 rupees. When trees are planted in rows to create shelters along sand dunes, these are called shelter belts, sand belts, dune belts, or tree belts. The correct answer is A, shelter belts. Dash is a common agent of soil erosion in arid regions. The correct answer is B, wind. Okay, मेरे को soil cover काफी आसान लगता है. Which of the following is not a soil conservation method? Not a method. Afforestation है, strip cropping, overgrazing, contour this thing is not a soil conservation method. You know, इससे conservation नहीं होती है तो वो होगा overgrazing. When soluble substances from the soil are removed due to heavy rainfall during percolation, it is called leaching. Geologists found soil formed from weathered lava rocks which are solidified during volcanic activity. Which soil are they referring to? Laterite soil, black soil, alluvial soil, or are they talking about red soil? The correct answer is black soil. After the landslides in Uttarakhand, which happened in 2013, I was there. Quite this thing, and at that time I remember traveling up to Yamunotri. After the landslide, because many villages, were affected as a result on the way. I mean, you could see, it strip tha, you could see the Yamuna flowing this thing, the early part of the Yamuna from Yamunotri, and the road was so narrow, and you would wonder whether you should take the risk because much of the soil, because of the landslide, was very loose. So, agar wo tire ka pressure is a little more than required, thang karke niche ja sakti hai gaadi. So it's extremely risky when these kind of landslides happen in states like Uttarakhand. After the landslides in Uttarakhand, a committee found out that rapid soil erosion occurred due to heavy rainfall and deforestation, afforestation, rainwater harvesting pits, or is it because of terrace farming? The correct answer is deforestation, because heavy rainfall, of course, is a contributory factor, but deforestation because वो roots नहीं है जो कि soil को पकड़ सके. So when it rains, the soil just gives way. Laterite soil is ideal for growing tea and coffee. Laterite soil is rich in nitrogen and humus. Now these are some of the assertion and reasoning questions. Okay, assertion and reasoning questions का एक tip मैं बताता हूँ. Okay, और वही मैं history civics में भी बता रहा था. Always you put a because here to see whether this is the reason, whether ये इसका reason है या ये इसका reason है. बीच में because डाल के देखो and see whether it is making sense. Okay, so laterite soil is ideal for growing tea and coffee, and laterite soil is rich in nitrogen and humus. So is it the correct explanation? Is it not the correct explanation? Or is one of these statements true or false? So the correct option is option C, that R is false. That it's not rich in nitrogen and humus. The cricket pitch curator wants to prepare a wicket with water retention capacity. What kind of soil should he use? कि जहां पे उसको लगे कि नीचे थोड़ा सा गीला होना चाहिए, in the sense that there should be moisture in the wicket and there should be having water retention capacity. Moisture होगा तो उससे fast bowlers को मदद मिलेगी, right? What kind of soil? So which is the best water retaining thing? It is the black soil. What is not a characteristic of laterite soil? Acidic nature, infertile soil, soft in texture, or is it porous? The correct answer is option C. It is coarse in texture due to the presence of iron and aluminum oxides. Now, why is it coarse in texture? ये आपसे रीजनिंग क्वेश्चन में पूछा जा सकता है. तो जहां पर भी मैंने इस तरह के एक्सप्लेनेशन दिए हैं, इस पर जरा ज्यादा ध्यान दीजिए. लेट्स नाउ मूव टू एग्रीकल्चर, जहां से सब काफी सारे बच्चे सिर्फ MCQs करेंगे. So let's see how many you are able to get it right. Organic farming is being encouraged. Organic farming is being encouraged in India because it reduces dependence on chemical fertilizers and pesticides. It helps in increasing the yield of farm crops. It requires less labor. That's not true. It is the fastest way. That's also not true. So option A. Identify the incorrect combination. Rice, staple food crop, correct. Tea, China's gift to the world. हाँ. Jute, brown paper bag. Wheat, golden fiber. No. Wheat को golden fiber नहीं बोलते हैं. This term is used for jute. तो ये इस तरह के questions also जरा ध्यान रखना. They can be interesting to solve. The major cotton producing state कि किसको क्या बोलते हैं, that is something which you need to know. The major cotton producing states in India include Punjab. Now cotton का कौन सा है? Cotton का ये होगा महाराष्ट्र, गुजरात. So straight away look for which state you know. Maharashtra, Gujarat, Telangana, you know. So this is the correct option. India is the largest producer of tea in the world. Which is the first? वियतनाम, चाइना, श्रीलंका और कीनिया. नाउ ये सारे के सारे इंडिया 2 पे है, इसमें से एक तो नंबर 1 पे है और बाकी 3-4 वाले पोजीशन पर है. ओके, श्रीलंका, कीनिया, वियतनाम वगैरह 3-4-5. सो ऑप्शन इज बी, चाइना इज द लार्जेस्ट प्रोड्यूसर. Which of the following conditions is not suitable for the cultivation of rice? High temperature above 25 degrees, annual rainfall below 40 centimeter, loamy. ये तो annual rainfall below होगा तो कैसे चलेगा? You need more rainfall. जैसे मैंने बताया था पिछले वीडियो में that for paddy, sugarcane की तरह these are all water intensive crops. So the correct answer is B. You need rainfall above 100 centimeters. So agriculture में the conditions को जरा याद रख लेना. I know it's a little difficult, but है कितने 6, 7, 8 कुछ crops है, उन सभी के conditions को जरा याद रख लेना. As I said, tabular form में you make small thing, just keep looking at it, you will be able to remember it. The yellow revolution in India is associated with increased production of rice, oil seeds, cotton or jute. The correct option is option B, oil seeds. Tea is cultivated on hill slopes because of what reason? This is again a reasoning question. Because it prevents waterlogging, which is harmful to the tea plants. Okay, this is the reason why it is cultivated on tea slopes. I don't know how many of you have gone to Assam or Darjeeling. You know, these are the places where Darjeeling chai, Assam chai, Sri Lanka ka tea, very famous. In fact, when you go to Sri Lanka, you find them producing different kinds of tea. You know, the chai crop that comes from one particular tea garden will taste very different from the chai, the tea leaves that you get from another garden. Okay, it's very interesting. Sri Lanka does that. I've seen that. Assam, largely it is of the same quality, at least to the limited extent that I know. I may be completely wrong, so pardon me for that, but I haven't seen that. But Sri Lanka is somewhere where I saw different kinds of tea being produced, right? But of course, we have Assam tea and Darjeeling tea, which are probably very famous. Ceylon tea, I mean Ceylon as in the old name for Sri Lanka, is also very famous. Option A. Which process is associated with cotton? Retting, winnowing, smelting, ginning. The option is ginning. This is again something, the different option. Retooning क्या है, ginning क्या है. Of course, smelting तो मैंने जानबूझ के अलग इसमें, it is not associated with agriculture also. Agriculture itself, retting. ये सारे processes में क्या होता है उसके बारे में भी please समझ लीजिए. Which and क्यों इस्तेमाल किया जाता है? Which of the following is a reason for low agricultural productivity in India? Please look at the 4 options. Which is the reason for low agricultural productivity? जो शुरू में है ना, reforms, problem areas, importance of Indian agriculture, उन सभी को जरा पढ़ लीजिए, because उसमें से ही इस तरह का question आता है. Okay, so the low agricultural productivity is because of dependence on monsoons and outdated farming methods. The purpose of minimum support price, MSP, जिसके ऊपर always there is some kind of a standoff or the other in different parts of India. In India, is to encourage farmers to grow more cash crops, protect farmers from price fluctuation. This is the one, option B. Next, let's move to waste management. What is the primary aim of waste management? क्या है primary aim? The primary aim is option B, to reduce, reuse and recycle waste. RRR. Rajamouli's RRR. Noted environmentalist Bikram Mehta, okay, spoke at a school about environment-friendly waste management methods. Okay, Bikram Mehta, I just kind of thought of a name, is not a real person. Which one of the following would he have advocated? So, school mein, he spoke about waste management methods. Open dumping, that would be irresponsible. Landfilling, composting, yeah, incineration. So, composting is the most environment friendly waste management method. Okay, so that's as I said, these are the kind of competency focused questions that you are likely to get, where you could be given an example and asked a question. Assertion and reasoning question देखते हैं. Recycling helps in conserving natural resources, or recycling reduces the need for extracting, refining and processing raw materials, which saves energy, right? So this is the reason. Recycling helps in conserving natural resources because it reduces the need for extracting things. So option A. Which category of waste does not affect? As I said, always do the because उससे easy हो जाएगा. Which category of waste does not affect aquatic life? Pesticides, vermicomposting, dumping of plastic industry. In तीनों से you will find aquatic life, the fishes, the whales, etc. getting affected. Vermicomposting has nothing to do with aquatic life, so option B. Municipal bodies insist on segregation of waste, कि आप अपने plastic, non-plastic waste को, domestic waste को अलग, medical waste सबको अलग अलग करें, because it makes waste collection easier and faster. It helps in effective recycling and proper disposal. So ये तो ठीक है, but this is a more important reason. Oh, actually, all it reduces the thing. Okay, all of the above होगा इसमें. Correct. Vermicomposting involves, I was thinking सिर्फ एक होगा. Burning of waste, use of worms to decompose organic waste, dumping waste in oceans, using chemicals to break down waste. So vermicomposting mein you use worms to decompose organic waste. Which type of waste disposal method can cause air pollution due to toxic gases? Composting, landfilling, recycling, or incineration? The correct answer is D, incineration. Another assertion reasoning question. Landfills are a common method of waste disposal. They help in reducing soil pollution and do not affect groundwater. No. So इसमें कौन सा होगा? Is it the reason? Is it not the reason? Is it true or false? Option is R is false. It kind of leads to pollution. Which of the following materials can be recycled multiple times without losing quality? Paper, glass, plastic, organic waste. Now can be recycled. इसमें से किसको किया जा सकता है without losing quality? The correct answer is option B, glass. Which of the following, because पेपर को आप करेंगे रिसाइकल कर सकते हैं, लेकिन उसमें होता क्या है, it keeps the texture keeps deteriorating over a period of time. Which of the following is not a biodegradable waste? Fruit peels, plastic bottles, paper, vegetable scrap. The correct answer is option B, plastic bottles. It's not a biodegradable waste. Industries. Which state in India is not known to have sugarcane industry? Assam, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh. The correct answer is Assam. बाकी तीनों में sugarcane काफी होता है. महाराष्ट्र का तो मालूम है, उत्तर प्रदेश का मालूम है, कर्नाटका के नॉर्दर्न कर्नाटका, सदर्न कर्नाटका दोनों में. नॉर्दर्न कर्नाटका में काफी सारे फैक्टरीज हैं, बीदर, गुलबर्गा वगैरह में शुगर फैक्टरीज, एंड इन सदर्न कर्नाटका इज वेयर इट इज ग्रोन, मैसूर, मांड्या. Which state is common to ISRO, silk industry and IT revolution in India? Which is why I say knowledge about India's physical geography is important. तेलंगाना, आसाम, आंध्र प्रदेश, कर्नाटका. सो इसमें से कौन सा स्टेट है जहां पर इसरो का हेडक्वार्टर्स है, सिल्क इंडस्ट्री है और आईटी रेवोल्यूशन भी है? तो आप कंफ्यूज ना हो. सम ऑफ यू में थिंक इसरो श्रीहरिकोटा, सो आंध्र प्रदेश में चंद्रबाबू नायडू है, आईटी रेवोल्यूशन. लेकिन क्या आंध्र प्रदेश में सिल्क इंडस्ट्री इतना डेवलप्ड है? नहीं है. सिल्क इंडस्ट्री कहां डेवलप्ड है? इट इज इन कर्नाटका. करेक्ट. आईटी रेवोल्यूशन कर्नाटका. इसरो का हेडक्वार्टर्स इज इन बेंगलुरु. ओके. श्रीहरिकोटा इज द लॉन्चिंग पैड, बट द मेन ऑफिस ऑफ इसरो वेयर द चेयरमैन सिट्स इज इन Bengaluru. So the correct answer is option D. Why is the jute industry concentrated mostly in West Bengal? The region has a high demand for jute products. The government provides special subsidies. The humid climate and proximity to the Hooghly River are favorable for jute processing. Or is it because West Bengal is the only state that grows jute in India? That's not correct. The correct answer is option C. The name of Sakchi was changed to Jamshedpur because the foreign investors demanded it. The government was changing names after independence. It was a more modern name. It was named after Jamshedji Tata, who established Tata Steel. So the correct answer is option B. Okay. Which type of quite a favorite city for me. Lots of friends I have in Jamshedpur, in the teacher community. Great city. I haven't had the fortune of going there, but I'm sure by the kind of people I've known there, I'm sure it's a fabulous city. Is home to Tata Steel, uh, which is like the big daddy of the steel industry in India. And it has also a fabulous MBA college, XLRI. Which type of industry involves assembling finished products from raw materials without using heavy machinery? Heavy industry, small scale industry, mining industry, or service industry? The correct option, without, yeah, small scale industry. Without using heavy machinery. Which of the following is an example of an agro-based industry? Iron and steel industry? No. Petrochemical? No. Textile? Yes. Cement? No. So the correct option is option C. Which of the following industries is known as a sunrise industry? Jute industry, IT industry, cotton industry, or steel industry? So इसमें वो जूट का golden fiber देके confuse मत होना. Okay. The correct answer is the IT industry. Let's look at an assertion and reasoning question. I hope somebody told me after the history and civics saying कि brainofied ho gaya, some term somebody used. But at least see, I am not here. See, it's very easy to just pick up all this thing and give 500 questions. But वो 500 questions से क्या आपको टेस्टिंग होता है? Because बेकार questions करके फायदा नहीं है. You need to solve questions which will test your preparation. फालतू के क्वेश्चंस करके एक फॉल्स सेंस ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ आप एग्जाम में जाएं और एग्जाम पेपर में ऐसे क्वेश्चंस आए जिसकी कि आपने तैयारी की ना हो, तो इससे फायदा क्या होगा? दैट इज माय एसेंशियल पॉलिसी. नॉट टू nothing against anybody, but this is the way I operate, that I try to prepare questions which will test you. Even if you get out of 100, even if you get 75, it's okay, but the remaining 25, at least you will learn something. That's the precise idea. The cotton textile industry is known as self-reliant industry, Atmanirbhar. India grows cotton, processes into textiles and exports finished products. So is it the explanation? Use the because and let me know. Think of it as a because question and let me know whether it is the right answer or are any of the sentences wrong. So I don't think C and D will be the correct answer. The option is A because it is the correct explanation. Which of the following correctly matches an agro-based industry with its major producing state? Jute Kerala, sugar Maharashtra, cotton West Bengal, silk Rajasthan. Which of the following correctly matches an agro? So the correct is sugar with Maharashtra, because jute केरला में ज्यादा कॉयर का बनता है, कोकोनट का. इससे जूट इज बंगाल. सिल्क इज नॉट राजस्थान. सिल्क इज मोर इन कर्नाटका. कॉटन इज मोर इन महाराष्ट्र, तेलंगाना और गुजरात. सो द करेक्ट आंसर इज शुगर, महाराष्ट्र, ऑप्शन बी. It is necessary to crush sugarcane within 24 hours of harvesting because the sucrose content starts decreasing, right? Option B. Let's move to transport. Whew. I need to focus on my fitness after this exam. I'm also going to cut down a lot on my teaching. I'm going to do other things in life. हो गया, बहुत हो गया. In fact, let me show you something. This was given to me. I was a chief guest at a function at a school here. Now, this is actually made of, this is the art teacher had made, whose name is Chandrika from the arts department. This is made with banana peels. You know how creative it is? With banana peels ke saath nikal ke, this thing is from that. Okay, that's the material which has been used. I really kind of admire this kind of creativity. So this was a gift that the school gave. Air transport is a costly mode of transport, and I really appreciate something which is done by their own hands. It's not just picking it up from the market. Air transport is a costly mode of transport. Air transport causes pollution as it operates on petroleum. Now, is it a because thing? Do you think it is working as a because? either way, this or this or this or this, or it's not the cause of this. So it does cause pollution, that is true. So the correct answer is B. Both are true, but this is not the reason for A. A road on the Indo-China border is likely to be built by who? You know, इंडिया और चाइना के बॉर्डर पर अगर कोई सड़क बनानी हो तो वो सड़क कौन बनाएगा? नेशनल हाईवेज अथॉरिटी ऑफ इंडिया, बॉर्डर ना, इन सभी के नाम आपको फुल फॉर्म आपको मालूम होना चाहिए, नहीं तो यू मे गेट कंफ्यूज बिटवीन द हियर. So border roads organization is the one which is likely to build that road. Which of the following factors does not influence the location of a port? Is it natural harbor, depth of water, proximity to a state capital, or presence of trade routes? So option A, B और D की जरूरत पड़ेगी, लेकिन C से फर्क नहीं पड़ता है कि वो कितना दूर है स्टेट कैपिटल से. Right? So that will not really make a difference. C. Which mode of transport is least suitable for transporting perishable goods over long distances in the is least suitable? ध्यान रखना, ये जब भी इस तरह का उल्टा मोस्ट सुटेबल के बजाय लीस्ट सुटेबल पूछे तो ज्यादा ध्यान देना. सो फॉर ट्रांसपोर्टिंग पेरिशेबल गुड्स ओवर इन द शॉर्टेस्ट टाइम, सो इसमें से सबसे ज्यादा टाइम कौन लगाता है उसके हिसाब से आपको करना है. सो ऑप्शन डी, वाटरवेज. Which of the following ports is an artificial port in India? Now सभी ports के बारे में जो खासियत है वो आपको याद रखनी पड़ेगी. वाइजैक क्या है, चेन्नई कैसा है, कोची कैसा है, मुंबई कैसा है. You need to know about each of these ports, very important. Mumbai port, Chennai port, Kochi port और विशाखापट्टनम port. The correct answer is B, Chennai port. Which of the following states does not have a major port? महाराष्ट्र है, ओडिशा है, तेलंगाना के पास नहीं है बिकॉज तेलंगाना इज अ लैंडलॉक्ड स्टेट. कर्नाटका के पास तो है मंगलुरु पोर्ट. Another assertion reasoning question. Road transport. So I've tried to give you a mix of all kinds of questioning, the assertion reasoning questions, the reasoning questions, right? The fact-based questions, the googly questions, so that तैयारी करके जाना. Road transport is more flexible than rail transport. Roads can be built in hilly and remote areas where railways are difficult to construct. So this is a straight because question. So let's see, option A is the correct one. एक और assertion and reasoning question. इसमें actually इसमें some chapters are more conducive for certain types of questions. India has a well-developed inland water system. The same thing can be asked as a reasoning question also. Indian rivers are navigable throughout the year. Now, is this a correct statement? Is this a correct statement? That is the problem. So option C. Which aspect is not correct about the railways? Railways are an important source of employment. It is correct. It helps in movement of bulky goods. बिल्कुल सही. It can provide door-to-door service. क्या आपके दरवाजे तक रेलगाड़ी पहुंचेगी? जी नहीं. चौथा ऑप्शन देख लेते हैं. It is cheaper compared to air travel. Yeah. So option C. The Golden Quadrilateral Highway network connects which of the following cities? Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Kolkata. पहला ऑप्शन ही बिल्कुल सही है. Okay, let's now move to water resources. Which of these is not considered a traditional method of irrigation? So, traditional method तो drip irrigation है, नहीं है. Sprinkler irrigation is also known as protected, seepage, overhead या underground irrigation. इसके मालूम है synonyms कौन सा यूज होता है? Sprinkler कैसा होता है? ऐसा होके, अरे ये हमेशा क्यों जाता है यार ये? I have to tell the technician. Sprinkler irrigation कैसा होता है? By the time it comes back, sprinkler irrigation ऐसा होके it keeps moving around like that, so it kind of covers a large area और पानी इस तरह से it kind of falls on the crop, right? So मतलब क्या हुआ? It is an overhead form of irrigation. So that's how the irrigation. तो इसका synonym of sprinkler irrigation will be overhead irrigation. Okay, we are back. It was giving some kind of trouble. Anyway, now it is rebooted, upgraded and brought back. So sprinkler irrigation का मैंने अभी बता दिया. Next, let's move on. Overhead irrigation. A farmer in Rajasthan decides to install sprinkler irrigation system because it can irrigate a large area, it can work in hot conditions, it is cheap, or it uses water efficiently. The correct answer will be Rajasthan mein arid conditions, dry conditions. So what does he really require? That he needs to use water efficiently without any kind of wastage. So option D. Which of the following is not a cause for water scarcity in cities in India? Greater demand for water by industry and overpopulated cities? Not की बात हो रही है. Climate change leading to change in rainfall pattern, over exploitation of groundwater, or rainwater harvesting? The correct answer is D, rainwater harvesting. What is the main reason for water scarcity in India despite receiving adequate annual rainfall? बारिश हो भी जाए उसके बावजूद scarcity हो जाती है कभी कभी. Is it because of unequal distribution of rainfall, excessive dependence on groundwater, increasing population and urbanization, or is it all of the above? The correct answer is all of the above. Ishwarappa in Karnataka plans to construct tank for irrigation of his fields but is worried about the disadvantages of tank irrigation. Which one of the following he does not need to worry about? Desilting, he will have to worry about. Okay, so he's worried about this thing. So tanks can be constructed easily in the rocky surface. Which one of the following is not a method of lifting water from the wells for irrigation in water? Dam method, Persian wheel method, lever method, yeah, incline method. The correct answer is dam method. Choose the non-secondary source of water: rain, rivers, pond, groundwater. So non-secondary means primary. Primary will be rain. The feeding bottle technique refers to which form of irrigation? Drip irrigation, canal, wells, or sprinkler? It is drip irrigation. The last question, if located close to a water body, which one of the following is likely to pollute it? School, paddy farm, pharma unit, IT park. Now, school से इतना pollution नहीं होगा, paddy से नहीं होगा, pharma से होगा, IT park से नहीं होगा. The correct option is C. So this kind of a question is kind of mixing waste management with water resources chapter. So just have a look at it. Now let's come to the end, which is about the map related competency. Now what if you have to go by the item bank questions, and please have a look at it. There are some 16 things. उसमें से कुछ मैंने यहाँ पे निकाल के डाले हैं और कुछ हमारे खुद के हैं. तो उसमें you will realize that they are at least two. The assumption is that this time at least two, maybe three, but at least two questions will come which will not be directly. They will not say mark the river Ganga, mark the longest river in the country. They will not say mark the oil producing, the natural gas producing thing near Bombay. I mean that's how they will say. They will not say straight away Bombay High को mark करो. So उस तरह के 10 questions निकाले हैं. Just have a look at it. This is something which you will need to prepare as far as map marking is concerned, because इसमें आपका general knowledge भी test होगा, marking भी test होगा. So you will get name and mark, or mark and name the freshwater lake in Jammu and Kashmir. I mean, Jammu and Kashmir, now we are still talking about it as a cohesive unit because the elections happen together. It will be Wular Lake. Okay. Name the commercial capital of India, Mumbai. So you can get these kind of questions which will test your GK and then it will test your marking. So दोनों, अगर आपने कुछ और बेंगलुरु लिख दिया तो गए काम से. Okay. Name and mark the river called Dakshin Ganga. Now, which is, again, you need to know which is the river known as river. Now, there are some people who get confused with Kaveri. Now, Dakshin Ganga is Godavari because it flows through many states, starts in Maharashtra, flows through Telangana, then goes into Andhra Pradesh before joining. Some tributary kind of thing people say go to Chhattisgarh, but essentially it is these three. Okay, these three states ke through it kind of flows. Now, Kaveri flows essentially through Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. So वहां पे गंगा of Tamil Nadu के रूप में कहा जाता है, but दक्षिण गंगा के रूप में Godavari, which is the largest river after Ganga. So it is Godavari. Mark and name a river flowing through a rift valley. तो इसमें कौन सा होगा? You should know that Narmada. Mark and name the city through which our standard meridian passes. So it will be Prayagraj, older name Allahabad. Now you could be asked a question like this कि कहां पर गंगा जमुना सरस्वती का मिलन होता है और कहां पर अभी महाकुंभ मेला हुआ, right? So you can be asked a question in different ways in order to be able to identify. So आपको थोड़ा जीके में भी मैप मार्किंग में टेस्ट किया जा सकता है. And these are like the competency based questions as far as map marking is concerned. Mark and name the Gulf between. Now you need to know that it is the Gulf of Mannar between India and Sri Lanka. Mark coal mines located in Jharkhand. Jharia coal mines. Name oldest oil field. Digboy. Then mark and name the blue mountain. Nilgiris. Nilgiris. Nil as in blue. Giris means Giri is the word Hindi word for Hindi Sanskritized word for mountain. Mark the metropolitan city that receives heavy rainfall in November and December. ये शुरू में हमने क्लाइमेट में भी किया था. That will be चेन्नई. मेट्रोपॉलिटन सिटी तो आपको बड़े सिटी के बारे में कहा गया है. तो मेरे को बताओ 100 में से कितने मार्क्स आए. ओके, आई होप दिस वाज ऑफ यूज. रिवीजन हुई. You got to know a few things. We did a lot of reasoning and assertion and reasoning questions. And of course, these questions that I'm going to tell you are going to be useful. So please prepare accordingly. Tata, bye bye. All the best. Please do well.